He was a weathered old veteran, his face etched with decades of battles most Marines would never live to see. And there he was, stepping onto the firing range with a bright orange rifle that made the young Marines laugh out loud. Who was this old man, and why were they about to learn the hard way that his experience could change everything in a single shot? From which part of the country are you watching from? Leave a comment below. I want to see who's tuning in. The sun blazed down on the desert training ground, reflecting off the metal of the weapons laid out on the tables. A group of U.S. Marines, all in their 20s and early 30s, were bustling about, checking their scopes and loading their rifles. Their chatter was full of bravado and laughter as they noticed the elderly figure approaching. He walked slowly but with a steady, confident gait, his blue denim shirt slightly faded, his cap pulled low over white hair, and gloves covering hands that had seen decades of service. In his arms rested a rifle unlike any they had ever seen, a bright orange, custom-made sniper rifle with a massive red scope. The Marines couldn't hold back their amusement. One nudged his buddy and whispered, "Look at this old guy. He probably thinks he's still in the war movies." Another laughed louder, pointing at the rifle. "Who even uses orange guns? What's he going to do? Paint the target." The veteran ignored their laughter, setting his stance carefully, his eyes scanning the far horizon with a precision that made a few Marines uneasy, though they didn't want to admit it. "All right, old-timer," one Marine finally called out, trying to sound tough but a little nervous. "Let's see if that toy of yours can hit anything beyond 500 meters. The veteran didn't flinch. He adjusted the rifle, checked his breathing, and exhaled slowly. Around him, the Marines continued to mock him, unaware that they were about to witness a display of skill that would leave them speechless. The veteran aimed, and with a controlled squeeze of the trigger, fired. The sound cracked through the desert, and then, moments later, a distant flag, a full 4,000 meters away, fluttered violently. A distant figure, part of the general's observation team, immediately radioed in unidentified sniper hit the target, pinpoint accuracy, range confirmed, 4,000 meters. The young Marines froze. Their laughter had turned into disbelief. The man they had mocked, the one they thought was past his prime, had just accomplished a shot that even the most seasoned snipers would struggle to make. Murmurs ran through the group. Some of them were stunned into silence, while others shook their heads, trying to reconcile the image of the frail old veteran with the deadly precision they had just witnessed. Suddenly, the sound of boots and radios echoed across the range. A four-star general, his eyes sharp and commanding, approached. He had been alerted by the extraordinary shot and wanted to see for himself. The Marines instinctively straightened, some trying to regain composure, but the veteran remained calm, almost humble, as if he had done nothing remarkable at all. "Who is this?" the general demanded, scanning the elderly man. The veteran merely tipped his cap and said, "Just someone who's done this before, sir." The general's eyes narrowed, recognizing the weight of experience in that simple statement. He gestured to the young Marines. "You were laughing at him? At a man who could teach every one of you a lesson in patience, focus, and skill." The tension escalated when the general insisted on inspecting the rifle. What they saw shocked them. Though it looked like a colorful toy to the untrained eye, every component was meticulously modified for ultimate precision. It was a weapon built by a master craftsman who had lived through wars, honed by decades of experience, and wielded by a hand that knew no hesitation. As the sun began to set, painting the desert in orange and crimson, the general gathered the young Marines. "Respect is earned in ways you don't always see," he said gravely. "You just witnessed that. Remember this lesson. Never underestimate the knowledge and experience of those who came before you." The old veteran, quiet and composed, lowered his rifle. The Marines now looked at him not with ridicule, but with awe. Some even approached to shake his hand, a gesture of newfound respect. The day ended with stories and laughter, but now of a different kind. Stories about precision, patience, and a legacy of service. The veteran walked away from the range, rifle in hand, leaving behind a group of Marines forever changed by the lesson that courage and skill are not measured by age, but by dedication and experience. If you enjoyed witnessing the incredible skill and story of this veteran, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more jaw-dropping stories of bravery, unexpected heroes, and unforgettable moments. Join our community and never miss a story that proves experience always counts. This version is cinematic, full of escalating tension, unexpected twists, and emotional investment, with a natural YouTube-friendly subscriber request.